Good morning, Angie's Live. Hi, Bama Cat. I haven't even combed my hair yet. Hi, Lady May. Guess I could get a better angle, huh? Cutting the top of my head off. I know it's really early, for me anyway, to be live. Hi, Dina. Fix you a cup too, baby. Hi, Spudler. Spudler, hi. I haven't gotten to watch your video from yesterday yet, but I'm going to. Hi, Sherry. Dina, how do you take it? How do you take your coffee? I like mine like my daddy liked his woman. Hi, Grasshopper. Hot, sweet, and blonde. Spudler, your videos are, hi, Poppy. Hi, Kiki. Spudler, your videos are never rambling. No self-effacing remarks allowed in the chat. Y'all, Spudler does some really, really serious work. As a matter of fact, Spudler invests a great deal. Cream and sugar, just like me, Dina. Okay. Sorry, boss. Spudler. Spudler is one of the channels on YouTube that has my utmost respect. She's done a couple of cute, quirky, humorous little things to entertain, but for the most part, Spudler is very serious and invests a great deal of time, energy, thought, preparation, research, you name it, into her videos. And I find them to be highly valuable. Yes, Spudler, as you know, honey, because you watch me, I'm highly judgmental. That's why Lip Locked No More is an opinion, review, criticism, critique, and whatever the heck I want to talk about channel, because I don't know. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I wondered the same thing earlier today. Spudler, honey, I'm sorry I was talking about you. Hi, Susan. And then I glanced over. Hi, Nature Lover. Cream, no sugar. Okay. Spudler, I can't say Spudler is non-judgmental because I don't live in her head. So I don't know what's going on in there. But her work on YouTube provides information and educational material to help us learn about things that are important in relationship to the things that most of us talk about. Okay. So I highly recommend Spudler. And if we had a mod in here right now, I would ask them to drop a link, but we don't. You judge a lot, do you? Hi, When Evil Entered. Honey, When Evil Entered, I don't have any mods in here. I mean, it's not even daylight where Carrie Bishop is, and I never let anybody know I'm going live. I just do. When Evil Entered, honey, would you be willing to take a ranch just for this morning? I'd love to give you a wrench and just, hi, Rosemary, and have you keep it. When Evil Entered. Now, if you don't want to, it's not going to hurt my feelings, make me mad. Thank you, When Evil Entered. Okay, hi, Blan. Let me see if I can do it as a moderator. Standard moderator. Okay, When Evil Entered, honey, according to my screen, you're now a standard moderator. And the reason I wanted one in here is what I am I'm coming on very loosely based on the short that I just uploaded. It started driving me crazy, the question that I posted on the short. And I found that I was not being able to proceed with my morning, my chores. And so it's the question, hi, Slim. So I haven't collected my thoughts. I mean, this is literally one of those lives where I haven't combed my hair. I dabbed on a bit of lipstick to keep me from looking like a corpse. Because it is the question that is bothering me the most. Hi, AP. And I know y'all don't have the answers, but I needed to talk about it. I don't have the answers, obviously. Viewers, let me get a sip of coffee. I think I'm going to have to go outside and have a cigarette. Yeah, y'all, I need a cigarette. Those of you, I just remembered what I was getting tickled about. And I realize I'm leaving my coffee in there. I don't want to struggle with carrying you guys and the coffee and everything. I just want to get a cigarette. And this isn't going to be long. I just needed to talk to y'all. Hi, Matthew. And I'm not exactly sure even how to preface it or get into it. I'm not even sure I want to get into it, but here I am, struggling, obviously. Those of us who are aware of the disappearance of Summer Moon Utah Wells on the 15th of June of 2021, reportedly from 110 Ben Hill Road in the Beach Creek community near Rogersville, Tennessee, right at, so to speak, the Hawkins and Sullivan County line. We know that the Wells family had a neighbor at 125 Ben Hill Road, which was just a little piece down the road and around the bend. Y'all, I'm struggling emotionally because of my personal history, okay? So please bear with me, and hi, Act Right Bitches, and please forgive me for not being able to really focus on your chat this morning. we know that the neighbors who lived at 125 Ben Hill Road on the 15th of June of 2021 were Andy Bernard, his paramour, Jody Sue Brown, their son, who at the time was a minor but no longer is, and so I feel comfortable saying his name, Damien Bernard, and their daughter, Andy and Jody Sue's daughter, who is still a minor, and therefore I think this is probably only the second time in 3 years that I've even brought her up. And I bring her up now only because they were the 4 people who lived at 125 Ben Hill Road on the 15th of June of 2021. There was a night that I believe the majority of us are aware of, that Andy Bernard finally decided, hi, be friendly. Y'all, I'm trembling. Golly. Oh, and it's not because it's cold. There was a night, as I was saying, that most of us are aware of, that Andy Bernard chose to be interviewed with call-ins on a live stream on YouTube. Jody Sue Brown, and we all know that by this time they had separated, Andy and Jody Sue had separated. And on the 6th of September of 2021, Jody Sue Brown was evicted from the property at 125 Ben Hill Road by Polly Bernard and George Bernard, the parents of Andy Bernard, who actually own Polly owns 125 Ben Hill. When evil entered, please, and anyone else, please feel free to correct any mistakes I make in my rhetoric here, because I'm literally talking off the top of my head. Okay, that night that Andy Bernard took questions on a live stream, I said call-ins. I think they were call-ins, weren't they? People were calling on their phone. They weren't dropping a link, as I recall. But after that live stream, or maybe it was even during it, but I think it was after, as best as my memory serves me. Hi, I'm that bee mama bear. And Jody Sue Brown went live, and she was livid. And among other things that she said was, the question that is bothering me the most today Jody Sue Brown said, in reference to Andy Bernard and those who were asking him questions, go ask him why he was selling sedating substances. Now, I'm paraphrasing. This is not a direct quote, but this is the essence. Go ask him why he was selling sedating substances to Candace Bly Wells, the mother of Summer Moon Utah Wells. For little girls to be sedated so that they could be touched. Good morning, Nada Dramanana. Hi, Prismo. And so that's why this morning's short, because for some reason I woke up with that in my head. Who, Jody Sue? Who were the children at 110? Who were the girls at 110? There was only one girl at 110. Her name was Summer Moon Utah Wells. She was only 5 when she disappeared. How long had Andy been selling sedating substances to 110? Who was doing the touching? Was Candace doing the touching? Was Dawn doing the touching? Is it even true? And if it isn't true, why did you say that? Jody said, if it is true, which children, which little girls, and who was doing the touching? And if it is not true, why in God's name did you say? There are thousands upon thousands of us out here who were touched without being sedated as little girls. I don't for one moment think nor believe that Jody Sue Brown gives a flying fuck the impact that that statement has had. The unanswered questions can drive a person to an emotional edge, wondering if the same thing was happening to Summer, to Journey, to True's little sister. Why did she say that? For shock value? Did she just tell the viewing public on YouTube? Has she told law enforcement? Do they know, other than just watching her on YouTube when she's been interviewed? She being Jody Sue Brown, did she ever tell law enforcement? after Summer went missing, because it appears to me she sure as hell didn't tell anybody before. How could anybody, unless you are a sadistic predator yourself, how could anybody know that substances to sedate little girls was being sold by their old man? How could anybody know that and not tell? If anybody ever wonders why I despise Jody Sue Brown, it's not because she can't shut her fucking trap. It's not because she has spoken endlessly, almost hour in and hour out, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out, until the last 3 motherfucking days about her. It's not because of that. It's not because she was a pole dancer showing her booty and her titties to any strange motherfucker that would tuck a buck up in the crack of her ass. No, that ain't why. It ain't because she is eaten up with hatred, negativity, and darkness in her motherfucking soulless cunt body. I despise Jody Sue Brown because, according to her own claim, she was aware that little girls were being sedated by substances sold by her old man, her fucktard dick man, across the road. And she never said a fucking word about it to anybody until she got her panties in a wad up in that stinking ass crack of hers and decided to, in her histrionic and hyperbolic way, go live on her channel and say, "Why don't you go ask him this?" It isn't even that she did it that way. It is the fucking fact that she knew it according to her own claim and never said a fucking word to anybody about it in a manner that would have saved any of the children, most especially Summer Moon Utah Wells. You fucking cunt! It's a good fucking thing I live in Arkansas. And I'm too fucking old to drive. And she can come on any day now and twist those original words any way she wants to. But the fact of the matter is, it was recorded, it was retained, and has been maintained by a very large number of people who are not in an organized criminal empire on YouTube. a bunch of different people who love Summer Moon Utah Wells heard it said, and more than heard it said, fucking record and stored. So Jody Sue Brown, if you see this, you can deny, retract, amend, correct any verb you would like to apply at this particular moment to your statement. But bitch, you fucking said it. We know you said it, and you know you said it. So the question that is bothering me the most: who were the children being sedated for? Paying customers? Question mark. Family members? Question mark. Neighbors? Question mark. Your old man, Andy Bernard, maybe? Question mark. Because another statement that you have made, Jody Sue Brown, I doubt that you'll see this because according to you, you don't watch me. And according to many, you haven't been on YouTube for 3 days. Are you dead or in jail? If you're not dead and you can access the internet, I'm pretty sure somebody's going to let you know one of your little, mud pie dye designs. Where the fuck is enhanced NH, by the way, Jody Sue? Your shotgun up and leave ya? Your ride or die? Enhanced NH? Where the fuck is that bitch? Anyway, if one of you motherfuckers that cleanses the asshole of Jody Sue Brown, Jody Sue's all about that. She likes to talk about that. I think she's got an ass fetish. Jody Sue Brown, always talking about licking somebody's asshole. But she's always talking about somebody else doing it to somebody else. You know what that is? That's voyeurism. That makes me think Jody Sue Brown enjoys watching somebody lick somebody else's asshole. She certainly is fascinated by the idea. Nonetheless, Jody Sue Brown, you also have made the statement, if any of your little asshole cleansers are watching right now, and go let you know that I'm talking about your nasty stinking ass. You made the statement that Andy Bernard had a preference, was, you had evidence that Andy Bernard has a preference for, younger females. Were they being sedated for him? If so, why would he sell them the stuff? Why wouldn't he just take it over there and, oh, hey, let's all, play house. You want to play doctor? Who? Jody Sue Brown. Hi, I'm too honest for this. How would you believe me? Who were the customers? And if that is true, Jody Sue, what you said, evidently the young girls were not willing participants if they had to be sedated in order for it to be accomplished. Huh. Guess the little girls didn't like what was going on. Had to be doped up. Whatever those substances were, I wonder what kind of impact those substances might have had on a young developing brain. You know, little children don't metabolize substances the same way we adults do. I've done a lot of drugs in my life. I was into uppers, though, when I was into drugs. So the only time that I've had sedating type substances in my system, they were prescribed to me and administered by medical professionals. And I can tell you, sometimes you don't even remember what went on when you come out of the stupor. But medical studies have shown that the impact of substances on a child can have lasting negative impact for the entirety of their life. I guess you didn't care about that either. Hi, Jody Sue. Babies, as you know, hi, Be the Bee, or most of you do. I am totally wrapped up right now in the Leilani Simon trial in the case of murdered 20-month-old Quentin Simon, her son. The state rested its case yesterday afternoon. So the defense, I believe, will be beginning to present their case today. That's why I'm live so early in the morning, as well as the fact that I just had to talk to y'all. So I'll be getting back into that. I'm watching it on Sleuth Mom, where I mod. Although I've been watching from the bushes because I literally, when I am watching a trial, I'm listening to the testimony as if I were a juror. So I am focused on what is being said. So I'm not literally modding for Sleuth Mom, I'm listening. But anyone who is interested in the Leilani Simon trial, I highly recommend Sleuth Mom or Queen Bee. There are other channels that are restreaming it. Of course, you can watch it straight on Court TV. And I know many do, but I prefer to watch trials that are being live streamed in a chat room where I know the people. And I know the people at Sleuth Mom and at Queen Bee's. So there, if I choose to go into the chat, there are comrades. And it makes it easier in many cases to withstand the emotional impact of what is being said. So, what's today? Thursday. So, probably be at least over the weekend or next week before I go live again. And my hope will be that I will be in a, I started to say in a good mood. Now, babies, I'm not in a bad mood. I'm able to compartmentalize to a degree. But this morning, I just, being here alone and remembering what happened to me from the age 6 to 8, my mom's boyfriend. I needed to talk to my peeps to kind of stabilize. I thought my mom's boyfriend was my stepdad. I thought they were married. They weren't. We all thought they were married. My mother did not know what was happening to me because I never told until I was 21 years old. There are mothers that don't know. Child sexual abuse is nothing new. I was 6 years old in 1956. My mother's boyfriend was 36. My mother was a waitress. She left for work before daylight. He was a painter. He didn't leave for work until a couple of hours after my mother did. And he told me that if I told anyone, he would kill my mother. So for somebody like Jody Sue Brown, to know something like that was going on and not do anything to help the children is why I feel the way about her that I do. I couldn't forgive that if that piece of crap woman was to prostrate herself face down on the ground and beg forgiveness. She could scream to high heaven for forgiveness. She could come to me personally and ask for forgiveness. She could go live on her YouTube channel and beg the world to forgive her. And I would still want to knock her fucking teeth straight down her fucking throat. Knowing that I should not, cannot, and will not. And I don't know if the good Lord above, I mean, I'm not in any position, none of us are, to know what the good Lord above thinks about Jody Sue Brown and Andy Bernard in particular, as well as whoever. Y'all, I got snot. Give me a second. Babies, let me mute for just a second. I need to blow. I got snot running out my nose. Hang on. Now I got to wash my hands. One thing leads to another. But some of y'all know that verse, and there are even those that I've heard quoted and paraphrase it. Even I have here on the channel. It is better, and it was Jesus that said it, and I'm paraphrasing, but it is better that you would have a millstone tied around your neck and thrown into the depths of the sea. You would be better off to have that done to you than what's going to happen to you if you hurt one of these little ones. Now, like I said, I don't know the mind of God. But that to me sounds like the Lord is saying, if you hurt a little one, don't come crying to me, because I don't want nothing to do with you. You are cut off from me, I believe the Lord is saying. I could be wrong. Jody Sue, you don't believe in God. That might explain part of why you are the way you are. You ain't got no fear in you of something greater than you are. Something that has the power, the dominion over you to ultimately decide your fate. And it ain't a human being, Jody Sue Brown. It is a magnificent creator that we can't wrap our brains around. And whatever that magnificent thing is what's going to deal with your nasty ass when you fucking die. Susan, do not say the rest of what you just thought. It is better for you to tie a millstone. Y'all know what a millstone is? You ever been to a grist mill? You ever been to a real grist mill where there's a millstone grinding the wheat or the corn? It's a heavy motherfucker. In other words, once it's tied around your neck and you're thrown into the depths of the sea, there ain't no saving your ass. You're a drowned motherfucker. Irretrievable from the depths of the sea. So Jody Sue, if you happen to see this and you have not told law enforcement who was touching the children, you need to get on your phone and fucking call them. Today. Today. Tell them why you made that statement, what the substances were, who the little girls were, and who was doing the touching. That is a pendulum. That is an axe hanging over your head until you do, figuratively speaking. I won't know if you did or not, but God will. Of course, if you were lying, there's no need for you to do any of that, is there? And if you were just lying, what a way to make your ex-old man look bad. I don't think you expected it to come back on you as the one who didn't tell. Lipstick's worn off, my hair ain't combed, I haven't done a lick of housework, and it's almost 8:30 in the morning, Central Time, Heber Springs, Arkansas. Let's find us a little paragraph from Getting the Most Out of Life, published by the Reader's Digest and copywritten in 1946. And darlings, as you know, if you've been here while we've been reading, these are biographical, in some cases autobiographical. Okay. And I have been reading impromptu, like what I was doing there was just flipping pages and just here we are. And I don't read the whole story. I just read the last paragraph. We don't know what was written before. Well, I do because I have the book. So let's see here. Okay. This is a story with the title, Why We All Have Ups and Downs. It's condensed from Redbook Magazine. It was written by Myron Stearns, Stearns. Why be a victim of your own emotional cycles? Here's a way to turn them to advantage. And we're going to hop over to the last paragraph. My hair. I promise I'll comb my hair before Next live stream, I'll comb my hair before I go live. I'll even put on some eyebrows, some eyeliner, and lipstick. So here we go. Let's see what Myron Stearns in Redbook magazine in 1946, condensed by Reader's Digest into the book Getting the Most Out of Life, had to say about why we all have ups and downs at the end of his writing. After you have found when to expect your high and low emotional tides, you can take advantage of both by planning your work intelligently. In high periods, you are likely to be stimulated by difficult tasks. In low periods, you are likely to be defeated by them. With a little experimenting, you may find yourself able to plan the tough, constructive jobs which require energy and confidence for your high periods. At the bottom of your cycle, your powers of observation, coordination, and memory seem less acute. You are more likely to make mistakes or have accidents. Hence, that is the period to reserve for easy but a tiresome routine. One great danger is that during low periods, minor crises or mishaps seem unduly important. Quote, "Be sure," Dr. Hersey advises, "not to let unimportant troubles be magnified just because you are down." Close quote. Now, at the end of every one, there's a little separate piece. And this one is titled "In the Province of Prayer." In the foothills of the Himalayas, one hears the prayer, "O Lord, we know not what is good for us. Thou knowest what it is, and for it we pray." Going on, one day Robert Louis Stevenson, who most of you probably know, it was an author. I think Robert Louis Stevenson wrote Treasure Island, among a lot of other things. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. But one day, Robert Louis Stevenson read us a prayer he had just written. In it were words none of us ever forgot. Quote, "When the day returns, call us up with morning faces and with morning hearts, eager to labor, happy if happiness is our portion, and if the day be marked for sorrow, strength to endure." Let me read that prayer one more time. When the day returns, call us up with morning faces and with morning hearts, eager to labor, happy if happiness be our portion, and if the day be marked for sorrow, the strength to endure. I'm smiling I'm almost always smiling at the end of a live stream. You know why? Because of y'all. I hit go live, and here you darlings come. You let me cry, you let me laugh, you let me be angry, you let me express myself freely. And I really appreciate that. I know I'm tearing up again, but it's because I love you so much. I don't know how a batshit crazy old lady in the hills and hollers of Arkansas could fall in love with a group of people that I ain't ever set eyes on. But I love you for being here. I'd love you if you weren't here, because I love humankind for the most part. So let's see. It's the tradition here. Hi, Lotus Flower. And I'm sorry if I've missed you in chat. It's been one of those. And I usually don't do very well with keeping up with chat. You guys know that. But when Evil entered, thank you, honey. Y'all, you know, I was talking about responsible channels. When Evil entered, and Be the Bean. That When Evil entered is very, very serious about her work. We don't see her a lot. But you can rest assured that if you get a notification from the channel When Evil entered, you're best to click it and go over. Because if Evil entered deems something important enough for her to come onto this platform, whether it's a live stream or a pre-recorded video, you can rest assured When Evil entered has something very important to say in regards to Summer Moon Utah Wells. So if you're not subbed up to When Evil entered, to Spuddler, to Be the Bean, please consider doing so. At least go over and check them out. If you don't like it, you don't like it. We don't all like the same things. I get that. Heck, far, there's probably some of y'all in here all up in that hip-hop music. That ain't music. So, and Rosemary and Time. Thank you, Not a Drama Nana, for dropping links. But, Prismo, baby. But if you would, please drop a link as well for Rosemary and Time. Hi, Sharon. Baby, what's I'm that bitch Mama Bear talking about? That Sharon is saying she's sorry for. And please, mods, I'm that B Mama Bear. Anybody that Sharon Stainer. Hi, honey. Please feel free to drop links for any channel holder that's in here. We like doing that. That's one of the things we do over here. We try to focus a little bit more on not reviewing, but saying, hey, this is a good channel. In my opinion, my opinion, this is a good channel. Go check them out. I try to do more of that than, oh, that channel totally sucks. Don't go watch them. Besides that, we're not supposed to do that. That ain't cool. You know, in my opinion, it isn't cool. Not only that, but YouTube terms of service, by the way, if you're anybody, even if you don't upload, terms of service plainly states, you don't be telling people to go unsub to somebody. Don't be telling people to go report somebody. I can say all day long, I can recommend that you go watch somebody, recommend that you sub to them, et cetera, et cetera. But by contractual agreement, none of us are allowed to say, oh, you need to go report them. You need to go unsub. No, 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 no. No, no. Much to Jody Sue Brown's dismay, this is not a cult, although I am braless. So we need a song. We've been on here for an hour. And Sharon is sending hugs and love to I'm That Bee Mama Bear. I'm That Bee Mama Bear. Why are you not going live here lately? I'm not getting any notifications from your channel. Where you been? Hi, Mimi Jean. Yes, Lotus, I am braless. Is would you believe me being ugly to me? Would you believe me? What the fuck you saying, motherfucker? I welcomed you in here nicely. You've been at work? Okay, honey. I miss your voice. I like your voice. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Mama Bear, you were sick for 4 days with your lungs, honey. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Naughty, you hit a comment. Okay, would you believe me? Hey, motherfucker. What'd they say? Would you believe me? Let me tell you something. I have been kind to you in every motherfucking chat I've ever seen you in, which ain't that many. And I've been kind to you over here as well. As a matter of fact, I said hello to you a while ago. Block the cunt. Be fucking coming up. I don't even know what you said. You can take a flying kiss at my royal ass. Because on this channel, if you don't have something nice to say, you can keep your motherfucking mouth shut and keep your fucking fingers off of your keyboard. Hate for you to be struck with some sort of mysterious paralysis in your hands. Thank you, Nada. Especially when I'm talking about something that's got to do with Summer Moon Utah Wells. Don't you ever, I don't give a fuck who you are. Because this old bitch ain't impressed by anybody. If y'all don't know what a Sigma female is, you better start doing your motherfucking research because you're looking at one right now. Sigma female. Go research it, cocksuckers. When I am talking about Summer Moon Utah Wells or anything related to her, don't you dare come in my comment section and make any kind of disparaging remarks. You can do it under any other live stream. You can do it on any other video upload. You can do it on any short, any that don't have to do with Summer Moon Utah Wells. But if I'm talking about Summer, you better keep your fucking nasty mouth shut. And your fucking fingers off of a keyboard. If you don't have something positive, nice, decent, and good to say, because I'm the only motherfucker over here. And if you don't know what a Sigma female is, you best go learn. Now, there it was all in the mid-verse song. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again because a vision softly creeping left its seed while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains among the sounds of silence. Through restless dreams, I walked alone. Now the streets are cobblestone. And 'neath the halo of the burning lamp, I turned my collar to the cold and damp. When my eyes were spared by the flash of a neon light in the night, among the sounds of silence. People hearing without listening. People talking without speaking. Babies, please continue putting into practice being kind to one another. It's not going to hurt you one single bit, and it's not going to cost you one thin dime. And that kindness is going to come back to you tenfold when you're expecting it the very least, but you're needing it the very most. And that is a promise, not only from me through my practical life experience, it's a promise from God as well. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here because I'm fixing to click in the live. So as you meander out onto the streets of your real life or the mean streets of YouTube, don't you ever forget that there really is one batshit crazy old lady over here who truly fucking cares about you. Now, get out. I love you. Bye. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains